So how is it possible to create something so beautiful, so relaxing, that it's just like a lullaby? Well, the traditional lullaby is a very specific musical form. Often it has that rocking rhythm, 6/8 to be precise. Da, 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 da. Of course, it's slow or gradually slower and slower. The harmonies are very consonant, and the melodies flow, often getting higher, like a mother's voice. And often there's a drone, a steady beat, that foundation that grounds you. These are the elements of a lullaby. Sometimes you're so agitated, overwhelmed, stressed out. Sometimes that lullaby is not what you need. You need something to actually match your mood. It may be music that's much faster, music that's chaotic. And then you change that music. You start out in that frenzy, and slowly you're changing the music. You're adding a direct beat. You're adding a regular rhythm. You're adding something more melodious, something calming. And maybe you're changing the key or the mode, so you go from something enharmonic, disturbing, not consonant at all, to something that resolves. So there are many ways to create a lullaby and to create the effect that a lullaby does, which is a deeply calming, soothing sound to put you at rest.
My parents have always been very creative, and they found ways to sort of insert little lullabies into my life without me even realizing what they were doing. And I remember when I was very young, maybe just about a year or 2 years old, I was afraid of the dark and afraid to go up the stairs at night. And my mother created this little song in Malayalam, which is my mother tongue. And she would say, "Keri, keri, 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 pogunno," which means up, 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 up we go. And anytime that she would sing that song, I would have no problem with the dark. I would be, happily sitting in her arms and just completely at ease. And it wasn't until a couple of years ago that I really identified it as such a beautiful gift that she gave me and that she instilled in me. A couple of moments ago, I had a little blip when I was recording this video, and I thought back to my mom and I said, okay, keri, 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 it's fine. We'll just calm down, all is well. And that's a lullaby for yourself. It doesn't always have to be a melody and a rhythm. It can just be something you chant to yourself to calm yourself down.
I have a similar experience with my grandmother who sang in Yiddish. And now when I hear the Yiddish songs that she sang to me, I immediately melt. I am right back there, feeling well taken care of and loved. And that just allows me to put in perspective those little stressors that I'm experiencing.
And I found that lullabies are so effective when, let's say, you're making a presentation, or you're trying to change a habit or stay with a new habit, or you're trying to release resistance to a person or a situation, or procrastination even. There are ways to calm yourself and get yourself in the state of mind that all will be well and all will be taken care of, and that there is peace.
We need to find that sense of inner peace that resides in all of us, but is so hard to identify when there's so much going on around us. We're so overwhelmed.
And that's what I love about lullabies, is that you can bring them with you wherever you are. You don't need access to technology. You don't have to be a trained musician. You don't have to be a lyricist or a poet. It can be something as simple as peace. Peace is within me. And we hope that these lullabies that we've inspired you to create will bring you comfort and solace when you need it the most.